Subscribe to my channel Making Impossible and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any one of my upcoming videos.
Yo, what's up friends? I'm Sholazari and welcome back to Making Impossible, the channel that teaches you how to make the impossible and be the smartest person in the room. In today's video, I'm actually not wearing my cap because I think my hair is actually more sexier than my cap. Comments below. And the second thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you a card handling technique, and this is actually a double lift, and you can also use this technique to do lift multiple cards, and this technique is used by David Blaine. Mostly by David Blaine, and this is a very useful technique. So without any further ado, let's start our today's video.
I'll feature one lucky Instagram user every Monday in my Smack That Monday episodes. If you want your Instagram profile or page to be featured in my next Smack That Monday episode, follow the simple steps that are given in the video description. So now, let's continue.
Okay guys, you can see over here I have a deck of cards, and I'm going to show you the first technique first, and that is the actual technique which David Blaine uses, and it is the push of double lift. You can see I have a deck of cards, and I'm actually going to push the top card. You can see it's actually 3 of clubs, but I've actually done a double lift. It has 2 cards over here, the 7 of clubs and the 3 of clubs, but it actually looked like only 1 card, right? And the second one is actually a little bit different, and it's actually my variation of doing this double lift. It will actually look like the same one as the first one, but the technique that is going to be used in it is very much different, and it's very much safer than the first one. And it looks like this. The 7 of spades, it looks like 1 card, but it's actually 2 cards. So let's see how you can do this double lift. Okay, the first one is actually the David Blaine's way of doing the double lift, and it's a little bit difficult, but with practice you can do it like a professional. And it actually looks like this. The first one actually looks like this. You have this deck in this position in the mechanics grip, and then you actually push off 2 cards as one, okay, and you do it without taking any kind of break, and that is why it is very much difficult. Now if you are a beginner, what you're going to do is, for the David Blaine's way of doing the double lift, is you're going to hold the deck in the mechanics grip, and what you're going to do is you're just going to push 2 to 3 cards just like this, okay. Just try pushing a small pile of cards, like 2 or 3 cards together just like this, and that's how you will be able to know how many cards you have actually pushed. And from over here you can actually, if you actually like turn your hand like this, then from over here you can also see the thickness of each and every cards that were actually pushed. And I can see this card is more thicker, that means I have actually pushed 2 cards over here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come over here with my other hand's middle finger, and I'm actually going to push this corner against this edge, okay, against this fleshy part of my hand. So if I push over here, this corner is actually pushing against the fleshy part of my palm, okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the other cards back in their position, and I'm actually going to turn this card. I'm going to turn this card by this way. I'm actually going to use my thumb and my index finger just to rotate this card, okay. And as I rotate this card, after rotation I actually bend this card up just like this, and then I bring it over here. I just hold the 2 cards firmly and I bring that over here, and then I just turn it face down like this, and that's how the double lift is done. So one more time. First of all, you're going to push off more than 2 cards, okay, and then as you do that, what you're going to do is you're just going to see the thickness of the card, and you're going to just come over here with your other hand's finger, and you can actually do the double lift, okay. Now you can see guys that this double lift is a little bit difficult. It's not that easy because you need to be very much precise while pushing off the cards, because if you push like this, and if the cards are right now, you can see that the cards are actually over here in the correct position, and I've actually taken 2 cards. But if you push like this, like it happened with me while I was explaining, So if you push the cards just like this and you see there's a lot of separation between the top two cards, then you can obviously know that you won't be able to do that double lift. Okay, so that is where this move is actually limited. Okay, for that reason I've actually come up with another way of doing the double lift. That means the double lift will look like the same as the David Blaine double lift, but it is not going to be the push off double lift. Instead, what you have to do is, for this double lift, you have to take the pinky break over here under the two cards, and then what you're going to do is the double lift. Now, to get a pinky break, you can always do a pinky count, but if you don't know how to do a pinky count, don't worry, I have a tutorial for it. Make sure that you check the link in the description box. And after you have actually taken the break under the top two cards, 1, 2, after you have actually taken the break, you can see, since you have taken the break, the card is actually in this position, and if you pull your pinky downwards, you can see there's a little bit of separation that is created between the top two cards and the rest of the deck, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to utilize this position, and after you have actually taken the pinky break under the top two cards, you're also going to use your ring finger just to push these two cards upside just like this, and then after you have created the separation, you're just going to go over there directly, and then you're going to use your middle finger and you're going to just swivel the card around this point. You're just going to spin the card around this point of pivot, and you're going to then turn this card over just like this as the first one, and then you can do this double lift. So this is a very easier way comparing it to the first one, because you can not only do a double lift, you can also do a triple lift or any kind of lift. Like if you want to do a triple lift or if you want to do any kind of multiple lifts, you can use this move. So the number of cards that you want to lift as one, you have to count it by your pinky count. So let me say I'm going to lift 3 cards this time. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3. I've counted 3 cards, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise these 3 cards with the help of my ring finger. I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to do like this, and I'm going to turn the card just like this, and that's how I can know that I've actually lifted 3 cards at once. And this is the way that I do, and this is the better way that I think, because it is more safer and it actually works every time. But the first one, that is the David Blaine's push off double lift, it does not always work every time. Okay, so for that reason I don't prefer to do that move. So that's it for the tutorial. Make sure you practice this in front of a mirror a couple of times before going out in public. So I hope you enjoyed learning this amazing tutorial on the David Blaine special multiple card lifting technique. Make sure you hit the like button if you did so, and don't forget to check my Instagram profile @Joel_Zari. And if you have any questions, don't forget to use the comment section. For that reason, it's obviously given. For that reason, if you don't use it, what are you going to use it for? And don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet, and turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss my upcoming videos and my future Smack That Monday episodes. Peace.